How you doing? Yeah, it's a beautiful day in America. Shitty day in Afghanistan. Beautiful day in America. Check out the DogeWARRIOR custom. Baby! You know it. All-Star Cons. Custom DogeWARRIOR. Check this out, man. I love this. I love this. You see that right there? That was today's pattern with Dogecoin. That was precisely today's pattern with Dogecoin. I should have sold right there. You see that right there? I should have sold. Because now, you know what I'm saying? Where is she now? Now Doge is right there. She was right there. I didn't sell. I hung on. Now she's right there. I got the sneaker to prove it. That is badass. Look at the box, y'all. This is done by Jessie Roger. Jessie Roger does these right here. All custom, man. She pimps out the freaking boxes. Man, and it's like it came from the factory. That's the best part of all this, man. Literally, look at these Kiss. Designed by Jessie Roger. And let me show you the shoe. Again, you guys can find her online on Facebook. Isn't that awesome? Literally, it looks like it came from a freaking factory. It does not look, look at that. Does not look like these were done outside of a factory. Incredible freaking work. Man. Plus you get the pimped freaking box. And she put like jewels on the box. Kiss logo is all decked out in jewels. Gene Simmons, baby! Freaking amazing. So her name is Jessie Roger. She's on YouTube. She's putting together a website. If you guys want a pair of like AMC Ape Converse All-Stars, go to my website, teddyzane.com, and I'll hook you up with her. Or you can find her on Facebook, Jessie Roger. You can find me on Facebook as well, but my friends list is jam-packed, and I don't get a lot of messages because they go to my spam. It's a little harder to get in touch with me through Facebook. But anyhow, hit me up on my website if you want to get you some AMC. Everything's custom. You could have your name on there, a picture of you. You could have some Make America Better, Donald Trump, cons, whatever you want, man. Anything you could possibly think of. Total custom that looks like it came from the freaking factory. That's how amazing. Look at this. On the back of the Converse, it says peace. Look at that. Peace. And it looks like it came from the damn factory. Jesus. Doge, baby. I mean, come on. This shit is amazing. Anyway, Jessie Rogers, man, you guys gotta freaking get your AMC. Tell old Ape Father, man, he ain't legit. Yeah, where's Ape Father? He ain't legit till he's got his name on a pair of shoes, baby. Yeah, you got your name on a pair of Converse All-Stars, Ape? Alright, here's what's up. I want to talk about AMC and the different levels of investors and what's going to happen on the squeeze. One more time to put things in perspective for everybody. Alright, because I don't think there's a common understanding of how this works and what's going to happen. So let's straighten it out right now. I'm going to call it, you got the low ballers, the high ballers, and the mega ballers. All right, real simply put, here's the low ballers. This is why the low ballers are saying, and I get it, that they're waiting for the $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 hit. Here's why. Because they don't have as much to lose as, say, the high rollers, the high ballers, okay? And especially the megas. You know, if you've only got 100, 200 shares and you're not in it for very much money, of course you're going to want to wait for like the ultimate, right? The highest. You think it's going to $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I totally get that. Then you have people that are in 5,000 shares, 10,000 shares. I'm up into that area. I have over 5,000 shares now. Therefore, if I want $1 million, all I got to do is sell at $500. I got my $1,000,000. I got my $1 million. It's that easy. I don't have to wait. But of course, you think I'm stupid. When I cash out, if I decide to cash out at $500 because I already know it's going to be a fake squeeze, I already freaking know a fake squeeze is coming. You know, it's like having a lottery ticket that just continues to give, right? That lottery ticket's going to hit once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Hey, imagine if you cashed GME out when she was at $500 bucks. That's what I'm talking about, people. You would have another lottery ticket coming. And I already got burnt on Dogecoin. You see, I was at $800,000 on Dogecoin, and I said, I'm going to ride this thing out. It's going to $1. And guess what? When it was at $800,000, instead of going to $1 and me having my million, she tanked. And I wrote it all the way down. I'm not doing that shit again. That's what I'm trying to help you guys. I don't want you guys to go through what I went through and see all that money. And until you cash out, you don't have any of that money, man. It ain't your money. Especially when you ride it all the way down like all these folks with GME did. They just wrote it down. And now they're all wishing they cashed out. Same scenario. So when you got somebody like me, that I have a higher investment, therefore the risk is huge on me. But then you have these the mega investors, okay? The mega rollers. 500,000 share, 800,000. You know, you have banks, you have governments, you have institutions now that are betting huge on AMC. So you got to think, do you seriously think they're apes? Okay, they're not hedge funds. A bank isn't a hedge fund. A bank is in it for the same reason you and I are in it, but they're damn sure not an ape. You know what I'm saying? It's not one dude going home saying, yep, we're going to stick it out for the 100,000. Don't you worry about it. That's right. This bank doesn't sell until we hit 100,000. Hell no. You know what it is? It's 30 suits sitting around a corporate table that have already discussed an exit strategy with AMC. And it damn sure isn't $100,000. They're going to liquidate. So when a bank liquidates and they've got, say, 500,000 shares, 500,000 shares, they just freed up 500,000 shares at X price. They're diluting AMC. They're giving the shares back so that Citadel now has the shares to cover. You got to understand what I'm saying and where I'm going with this. You see, as these larger institutions liquidate and they sell their AMC, it screws the small guys like you and me. You see what I'm saying? So as that number creeps up, you've got to have it in your head that, okay, the apes are going to hold, but the apes do not have the same power. They're throwing the word ape in with other institutional investors that are way more powerful than us. You know, you got some governments that are holding, like certain states are holding 600,000-700,000 shares of AMC. What happens when they sell? Are you guys thinking about that? What happens when they sell at $500-600? The price starts tanking because a lot of these banks do have a very particular low number in mind that they're going to liquidate at. So that's why I'm just telling you guys, you have the ultra high risk level of investor that is going to sell at a very low price. And the ultra high risk investor holds a shit ton more of AMC than you and I do. They can actually move the needle. You see, if I sell my 5,000 shares, I don't move the needle. You guys don't even know that I just sold my 5,000 shares. But when you have multiple banks selling that are at 500,000 and up and they all begin liquidating, you see that needle move. All right. Now that you understand that, understand this. Again, man. Put your mind in, pretend you are a hedge fund, you're a coordinator, you're one of the big dogs around that table, man. Are you not going to be in cahoots with other hedge funds? Right? Are you not, even though it's illegal, everything they do is freaking illegal. Another illegal tactic is you get in cahoots with 4 or 5 other hedges, okay? Oh, I like that tune. Love that rhythm, man. So you're in cahoots with 4 or 5, 6 other hedge firms, man. And you say, hey, pull the brakes off, just let her go. Stop manipulating the price down. Stop pushing the price down. Just let it go. Let the apes have their way for a minute and let that price go up. You want to know why they would do that? Think about that trick. Call off every hedge fund, call all the big dogs off anyhow, and say just let the price organically go up. Let the apes have their way for a minute and let her go. Well, now what happens? Now you start shaking out some of those investors that I was talking about, because now the price just starts to elevate. It just starts to go up. You know what I'm saying? It just starts to go up. And what better way to free up more share of stock so that AMC could cover than to just shake you out organically? You know, that is a trick that is definitely played and is going to be played. It was already played in GME. And of course, you know what sucks? It's going to be played in AMC. But what sucks is I did a video the other day on the fake squeeze. And then I see like, holy shit, it's all over Reddit. Everybody's now doing videos on the fake freaking squeeze. What sucks is Citadel's probably watching these videos. Of course they're watching the videos. They're paying attention to what they're doing. And now they're like, well, shit, let's not fake squeeze. So maybe they're like, all right, they're totally glued to fucking YouTube or Reddit, Twitter. They catch on. So here is the next tactic they would use, is to just get in cahoots with 4 or 5 other hedge funds and call them off. Stop manipulating the price down and just let it organically rise. Look for that freaking trick. All right? By letting it organically rise to 200, 250, 300, very freaking possible, by the way, they're going to shake a lot of freaking people out. They already know they're going to shake out a lot of big fucking banks, tons of any institutions like governmental funding, the governments that are buying this thing, which I see a lot of states now are buying AMC. What better way to get them the hell out of the way? Best way to get them out of the way, man, because they're not looking for that huge number. So anyhow, 2 ways to do it. It's going to look like a fake squeeze when they do it, when they just allow it to organically rise and they just get out of the way for a minute. All right, there you go. Freeze up enough shares so they can begin to cover. This is my point to the multi-level investor. The risk. I have more risk than the guy that's only got 100 shares. Okay? The bank that's got 500 shares, more risk than I do. The person with the highest risk is going to be selling at the lowest number. You guys got to realize that. 4 million. They're not 4 million apes. You guys got to stop saying that, oh, there's 4 million apes. There's not 4. There may be 4 million retail investors, but they're not apes. There's maybe 1 million apes. Maybe 1 million. If you're lucky, there's 1 million apes. The rest are companies, banks, small institutions, large institutions, governments, big, day trading dudes that are trading like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a day, $4 million a day. Day traders, okay? They're looking at this totally different than you and I are. So please keep all of that in mind so you can play your lottery ticket several times. If it goes to $300-400 and you sell and she plummets, there you go. You just cashed out your first lottery ticket. Then she goes right back up. Pay attention to what's happening. Keep your street wits about you. Make sure you understand why she's going up and be prepared to sell again. You got your second lottery ticket. All this goes on before the actual squeeze. And again, you're going to know when it squeezes. The smartest thing to do, if you say have 100 shares and you decide to cash out at a certain point, leave 10 in. Just like I have over 5,000, I'm going to let 100 ride just in case. Don't cash all your shares out just in case somebody got it wrong. All right? Just in case the squeeze does trigger. Margin calls hit, whatever. Make sure you still have a few sitting in there in case she blows. I, of course, have already planned to do that. I'm not doing a 100% cash out ever until I see that this thing is finally said and done, and that lousy 100 shares that I leave in aren't anything that I would have lost money on if she were to tank all the way to $15. It's absolutely nominal compared to what I would have been selling at prior that I could afford to lose all 100 of those. So leave in what you can afford to lose if it's all over and she does tank to $15. That's it for the day. One more time, Doge Warrior, baby! So freaking amazing. Yeah. Jessie Roger on Facebook. Hit her up. Hit her up. You can have anything you want thrown on custom CONVERS All-Stars. Badass. Doge Warrior out, baby. Shaboom. Peace.